What is the difference between beginner, intermediate, and advanced players or students? People do a very big deal about that and think this is something mystical. They never have a definition really. It's not that the advanced student plays fast. No, that's not the definition. The definition is that the beginner, I learned from Paco this thing, this is a great tip, because then you can start analyzing yourself. Beginner is one who is inside the zone of comfort, in his playing is inside his zone of comfort 90% of the time, and 10% is outside, and sometimes even much less than that. Intermediate players can be 50-50, 50% of the time inside the zone of comfort, and 50% of their time outside the zone of comfort. And advanced students are those dedicated to learn how to enjoy, to live 90% of the time outside of the zone of comfort. Because that's how they are advanced. That's how they advance, actually. Because they take the challenge. They like, actually. We learn to like. I consider myself also student. I said I'm a teacher. And I said Paco's the teacher. And this is a message. He said this is gray color. I said this is gray color. I don't change it with my personal agenda. I just tell you exactly what he said. Right? This is black, he said, and this is black. Same. So, and of course Paco was, I had the fortune to see him practicing many times at home. If you see how he practiced, you cannot imagine how 80% of stuff had mistakes there. Why? Because he was pushing all the time to the limit of what was already difficult for him, so you can imagine what it was. But marvelous things. I remember that I listened of him playing, practicing at home like that, because he knew the difference between practicing and playing. If you don't know that, then you're not even beginner. To be beginner, you have to qualify to understand the difference between practicing and playing. Playing stuff that you like is not practice. That doesn't upgrade your level also either. So then therefore, to become an advanced player means that you will learn how to enjoy learning new things all the time. And this also means that you are less focused in repertory. This repertory thing is mostly a beginner stuff because people want to play pieces, right? So that is not a good idea. In fact, when I asked Paco personally how to create the study program a very long time ago, he said, yeah, don't put any pieces there. Zero repertory, just teach them technique and rhythm for 10 years and that's all. Paco, I cannot do that. If I do this, people would hate me, that people want to play stuff like that. So you have to understand it, because this is the way we learn. I didn't learn the way I teach, because here in CFG you can learn what you want also. So if someone wants to learn an easy thing, not that now the mind will tell you, well, I am amateur, I am not professional, or like that. I play for fun. I also play for fun, no matter. For fun I have best students, advanced students I have, play for fun. But this is a pyramid thing, which of course those who are in the tip of the iceberg are much less people. Right? It's a reduced amount, very few fellows tolerate to live outside of the zone of comfort. Right? And therefore, I have now around 91 or 92 students. From these 92 people, only 4 are advanced students. And then there's a lot of, like maybe 30% or 35% of intermediate players and 55 of beginners. Why? Because this is less people who knows more. And this also becomes, of course, it depends on liking. If you like music, then you enjoy it. And then you enjoy practicing out of the zone of comfort. If you can do that 90% of the time, then you are advanced also. But if you are just keep playing things what you like, this is another way to define these levels. And of course, beginner, intermediate, advanced, I'm saying 3 things, but from beginner to advanced, like Chick Corea, there are millions of gradations there. That's why people cannot do this alone. At least in flamenco, it doesn't work. That's why there is no DVDs or Paco teaching this in the 80s. They make this big proposal, record the store of music, make this proposal to record, Limeola, and everyone was rock players, Mainstein, many people was making DVDs of this, and Paco said, no, I don't believe this can be taught just in a video of someone saying what to do, because it's true. The most important thing is to understand how you will do it, and this, unless you have a teacher personally explaining this thing to you, you cannot do it. So then, of course, it's also a psychological fact, but yeah, we need help on this matter. That's why I lament a lot that Paco died, because I became teacherless, and I also consider myself a student, right? Advanced if you want, but if we are advanced student, we want to enjoy being out of the zone of comfort. There is no problem with that. That's a fun, actually. Otherwise, you will keep stuck at the same level forever, because you don't know the difference between practicing and playing. So watch that also at the description. I will post it. Thank you, and I see you next time.
Muy bien. Pablo.
Paco, ¿qué es para usted la música popular y qué es la música elitista?
Yo creo que la música elitista es el refinamiento de la música popular. Por ejemplo, el flamenco. El flamenco originalmente es una música popular, la música del pueblo andalusí. Pero creo que ya no le pertenece más al pueblo, porque de pronto habemos gente que nos hemos pasado toda una vida encerrados, puliendo esa expresión popular. Entonces ha llegado a un nivel en el que el pueblo ya no tiene esencia, sobre todo a los matices que vamos consiguiendo la gente como yo, que nos pasamos muchas horas elaborando esa música. Me ayudó porque descubrí ahí la improvisación. La improvisación es algo que yo pienso que cada músico del estilo que sea, del clásico, del flamenco, de cualquier otra música, debería aprender, porque la improvisación te da mucha libertad y a la vez te da mucho conocimiento de dónde estás tocando, de cómo estás tocando, de qué armonías están en cada momento, ¿no?